Hello fellow surveyors, it's Kaylee here for MicroSurvey, and welcome to the second installment in our latest video series, which is showcasing the BricsCAD surfacing functionality that is now available for MicroSurvey SurveyTools users. So in the last video, I showed you how easy it was to create a surface from MicroSurvey points. So in today's video, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and highlight a couple of the various methods that are available for cleaning up our surfaces after they've been created, specifically in editing the unwanted triangles and also creating a couple different types of boundaries. Okay, so I'm going to open up SurveyTools for BricsCAD. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do after you build a surface is to do any sort of cleanup of the unwanted triangles. So if you're familiar with creating surfaces in any CAD program, you know that sometimes the software doesn't always build the surface model in the most accurate representation of what the on-site conditions actually are. So break lines are a great way to make the surface more accurate to reality, but you're almost always going to have to do a little bit, at least, manual cleanup of the triangles. This is just going to make sure that your surface model is the most accurate representation of the on-site conditions to the best of your knowledge with the information that you have. Okay, so here is a surface that I previously created, but I have not edited yet. So the first thing I want to show you is a tool called Remove Outer Edges. So I'm going to select my surface, I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to Edit, and then I'm going to scroll down here to Remove Outer Edges. And then I'm going to follow the command line prompts. So the first thing it's asking is, do I want to use a maximum triangle length? And I'm going to say yes. And it's saying, what do I want that maximum triangle length to be? So the program's basically saying that anything over this maximum triangle length that I specify around the edges, it's going to blow out of there. Let's say we want our maximum triangle length to be pared down from here to here. And then it's going to ask if I want to use a minimum triangle length. I'm going to say no for this one. And for the angle, I'm just going to say no. So you can see that the surface has dynamically updated and it has shrunk down quite a bit here. So one thing I can do if I just want to have a quick look at the changes that edit made is if I go down here into the definitions, so it will give you a list of all of the edits that you've made to the surface. So if I right click on Remove Outer Edges and then I scroll up to Disable, it will effectively turn off that edit and I can see what the change was that was made. So I'm going to turn that back on. You can see that it did remove those outer edges. Okay, so just scrolling around looking at this surface, it looks pretty good. I would say this is very close to accurate. But I want to take these two guys out here and then maybe these couple down here. If I hover over my surface with my cursor, the quad will pop up and the first tool that it displays is the delete line. So I want to click on that and then I just want to drag a window over the line that I want to remove. So let's do that. You can see that shrunk that line in. So you can go and just window all the lines you want to be deleted all at once, and then it will do it all in one little function. But I'm just going to do it slowly today so you can kind of see how it works. All right, so that is how you do the manual editing. And the next thing I want to show you guys is how to add an inner and an outer boundary. Okay, so the first boundary I'm going to show you is the outer boundary. So if I go over to my surface, right click, and then go to edit, I want to click on the Add Boundaries, and it's going to ask me to select the object or the entity in the drawing that I want to use for my boundary. So I'm just going to click on this rectangle and hit Enter. It's going to ask me, do I want to show, hide, outer, or clip? I'm going to say O for outer. And it's going to ask if I want to trim my triangle lines, which I will say yes. And then you can see that the program has constrained my surface to that one area. So where I find this tool super helpful is whenever I get a surface that contains a really large data set or encompasses a really large area, I'm able to set a boundary and clip the surface down to the specific area that I'm working in. And it just makes working with that data so much easier. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the inner boundary. So where I've used this before is like if I've created a surface and I have existing features that I don't want included in the surface, like buildings or something like that, you can leave them in there, or you could clip them out or add an inner boundary that will hide that area and not include it in any of the surface analysis. So let's do that. Let's go over to our surface, right click, edit. We want to add a boundary. We are going to select our inner polygon, hit enter, and I'm going to say H for hide, and I'm going to say yes to trim the triangles. So you can see that that has removed that area from my surface. So I'm just going to freeze some of the surface data in the background so we can just look at the tin surface itself. So there we have it. There is our surface. So that's it for what I wanted to show you guys today. I hope that this video did an effective job of conveying the ease of functionality in these surface cleanup tools. If you still haven't tried out SurveyTools for BricsCAD yourself, I encourage you to go over to the MicroSurvey website and request your free 30-day demo as soon as possible. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and we'll see you next time.